Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon. This is Spirit Journey. How are we today out there? Today is Wednesday. It's still Wednesday. This is, I think, my third or fourth video. Yes, good evening. Yes, today is September 10, 2025, and the time is 5:48 p.m. Wow. Boy, what a wonderful day. I was able to sit outside on my patio here on this side, and I just started to feel so good. I started just being in the moment. I said, this is really a wonderful place. Sorry, airplane is coming. Sorry. Can't compete. Yes, Rwanda really is a wonderful place. And I just want to remember that. And sometimes you just have to encourage yourself. There's so many good things. The gift of life, the gift of being able to wake up and see these beautiful trees. I just love greenery. It's very relaxing, and it just makes you feel, nothing really else matters but just the moment and time. So with that thought coming through my mind, I started thinking about something that happened to me yesterday. Yeah, I had bought actually 10 pieces of fabric, four of which were, simple wraps, but six other cloths are going to be made into dresses. And I wasn't planning on doing that, just maybe, I was just to get two fabrics, and yes, yeah, I got talked into more and more. And I loved all those contingé cloths that they have here in Rwanda that's popular throughout much of sub-Saharan Africa. And yeah, so I had gone to the market to what I thought was to be fitted for the dress. He had the fabric and he was to cut the pieces and then what I thought, call me in and then he'll properly fit the garment to me to make sure. I mean, he has all my measurements. But again, you got to make sure what you do is right. But that didn't happen. And he made the complete item, but it was too small. A very common theme with production here on the continent. And it happened to me also in New York City with an African, making my first African-made dresses. I think there were two of them. And I was angry. I said what I felt to the person. And then I started to, I give him word of encouragement. I talked to him as if, my son or someone that you're mentoring. Because, sometimes you have to tell the truth to people. He didn't listen to instructions. And he said that he understood, but, that happens a lot. People don't want to admit that they may not understand. And again, it could be cultural differences, whatever, you know. But something good, I think, came out of the whole thing. As I was waiting for him to bring back, he had left to do the correction on the item, then come back. And while I was waiting for him, a man approaches me And he was play. He saw me standing there, and yes, I stand out in Rwanda many times. Um, the way I dress or look, the whole package. And he was inviting me to see his display a couple of booths down. And I politely told him that, thank you, but, I'm waiting for someone and I'll be just remaining here. And he kind of insisted. But then I said, I can't, I'll stay here where I am. But, I want to wish you, I gave him words of encouragement and blessings, affirmations that he will become prosperous and having skills and everything. And it just kicked in. I said, because see, I didn't want to just say, no, get out of here. But, I wasn't going to buy anything else. Um, and I was just waiting for somebody. But see, I didn't want him to go feeling empty handed. And I felt at that moment, hey, impart a blessing or blessings of affirmation upon him. And that's what I did. And he was so touched. He said, "Hey, are you a of this religion or that?" Or I said, "No, I'm not a pastor in any capacity, and I'm no longer, part of the church, something like that." I said, "But I'm just a." He said, "Well, who are you?" So I just said, "I'm just a regular person, and that's it. I'm just a normal person, not nothing in that." But he was so touched, and he said, You make me feel better." And in short, he says, "I have to give you something." And there was another gentleman right next to me, and he thought that he was trying to hustle me, like sometimes what happens, people might say, "Oh, let me just give you something," but and then when you hand it to them, they're going to say, "Ask for money." That happens in New York with the certain people that wear these particular colors. But I told him, no, thank you. Everything's fine. You don't have to give me anything. But this is going on and on. And the person next to me is rolling his eyes like, oh, yeah, right. I guess that's what he's thinking. Um, so then but then he said, because you did that for me, I want to do something for you. And I understand the spiritual uh, laws that exist. And when a blessing is imparted, and with that person reciprocating because of their joy, that energy has to be displaced. And it, it it's it completes the cycle, so to speak, between you and that other person. So then I said, okay. And so he showed me these little purses that he made, like it's might be in the shape of a heart. It's closed up, and then you unzip it, and it opens up real big. They're really cute. First time I ever saw something like that, and which was in Rwanda. And he had the what we call in America scrunchies, and this other item I can't remember. Oh, a little bracelet. And so I took a little scrunchie. And I thanked him. And he walked away. And so that really touched my heart. Sometimes I might feel a little selfish, like, oh, you should, buy this or that. But, everyone has a limit. And again, I was to buy only 2 fabrics. I wound up getting 10, and then I'm getting things made. So I am circulating. I am um, doing business with multiple people. And it's okay to say no. okay, you be polite about it. And, just like if it's okay to say yes, it's also okay to say no, thank you. So, but it touched my heart what the man did for me. The man made me feel good. So it's like, he was desperate for a customer, and then I was, you know, waiting for the person to come back to have my one of my dresses made. And it was it was just one of those moments. But here, we both, me and the man that imparted me a gift after my giving, speaking words of affirmation upon him, it just really brightened my day. And so I don't want to be a selfish person, and I don't want to be someone to criticize others. So today, when I was sitting down and just feeling, I just felt at peace. And Rwanda really is a blessing to me. So, um, Rwanda is like many people here on the continent and all over the world. We have aspirations, we have desires, and sometimes we're stuck. So I said, I'm going to give affirmations to, I have it written down here, affirmations for Rwanda. And not just Rwanda. It could apply to many people, not just Rwanda at the Shimiranko or the Kabuga markets where they have the fabrics and the tailors slash seamstresses. I want to speak words of affirmation like what I did to that gentleman yesterday and impart affirmation slash blessings, freely receive, freely give, right? And so that's the spirit behind this. And I want the best for Rwanda, all Rwandans, and the whole planet. So I will begin and read my affirmations as it's really pertaining to the people who sew, who make garments, and they're really trying. The Rwandans here, they work very hard, long hours. It's hot in the sun, things like that. And it's not easy. So I felt that at least I can do what I can do. Hey, like that gentleman from yesterday, I too would give affirmations to the rest of the crew there at Chimiranko Market and Kabuga Market, where I've had in, clothing made, and so here it goes. Okay, affirmations for Rwanda, Shimiranko, and Kabuga markets shall be imparted wisdom, knowledge, and truth and spiritual awareness for quality of life, quality with regards to managing their health, wealth, and finance. They're raising their children with love and nurturing to personal excellence and prosperity. To learn how to become an excellent craftsperson in the art of tailoring. They will be able to research and improve their knowledge of all aspects of garment making, will acquire all the tools required to perform their skills, such as a big clean space, workspace, large surface for cutting fabrics, a ruler. They have this other ruler, it's like a triangle shape with a right edge triangle. Sewing pins. Yeah, that's a biggie. They don't have sewing pins in Rwanda for these people. They don't use it, and it's wasting their time. Yeah, it's wasting a lot of their time because they have to do the fittings, but they don't have the pins to fit. And so they just do it by eye, and they waste time and money. But that will be removed, that lack of pins, and they'll be imparted with sewing pins, scissors that are sharp, that work, measuring tapes, chalks, notepads, and pens, so they can do their designs and planning for a project. Good lighting so they can see and do and perform excellence. Dressing room with hangers and chairs/benches for their clients. Hem tapes, good zippers and buttons. They will also be given wisdom for problem solving at making complex designs for their clients. They will also have a portfolio, or portfolios plural, of their own designs to show clients and develop websites for their exposure. They shall mature in humanity, maturity, and prosperity. I speak these words of affirmation upon the people of Chimiranko and Kabuga markets here in Rwanda. And not just those markets, but every market here in Rwanda and every market that is in the continent of Africa, who are facing the same type of challenges that the tailors and seamstresses have here in Rwanda, that you shall prosper, that you shall be imparted wisdom, knowledge, and truth, and creativity, and most of all, in all this, vision. Vision. I impart vision upon these creators. Vision, so that, as the word says, without vision, you're not going anywhere. So vision is imparted upon you. Yes, so that you may grow and prosper. And may you share the love of your creativity to everyone. And peace, love, blessings, and those blessings be imparted onto your children, that you be able to impart your knowledge, your craft unto your children. Respect your craft. Protect your craft. When you protect it, it shall protect you and make you grow in prosperity in the field of sewing or tailoring, etc., and the like, and related fields. Yes, you can also take this words of affirmation and you can change the label, whether, let's say you're a mechanic. Let's say you're a baker. You can change the words around that are imparted, that's specific upon you. So this is the gift I send out to the universe, especially to the people of Rwanda. Rwandans have been through a lot. Rwanda is a beautiful place. It has so much, so much, so much potential. And I think what I'll do is that in future videos, I will continue doing the affirmations. I have a desire to do affirmations for the children, the little children of Rwanda. And let's see what happens. See, anyone could complain, get mad. So for me, instead of being mad and frustrated, impart affirmations upon the situation so that it will change, and that it'll change me for the better. Peace, love, joy, and harmony, prosperity, and wellness be unto you, the listener of this live stream. Until next time, have a fantastic day, Rwanda, and all who is listening. Bye-bye.